it's Paul here, and we are on our fifth video today on this introduction to C++. So, in the last video, we just did a basic application that had to deal with loops, and basically all that was a currency exchange. So actually, it was just really some if statements. But today, we're going to combine loops and if statements to create a BMI calculator. So if you don't know what BMI is, it basically is a body mass, well, stands for a body mass index, and it determines if you are underweight, normal, overweight, or obese. And that's what we're going to be doing today. So we're going to go ahead and create a new project, and we're gonna call this BMI. Alright, so as soon as we get started, and we are gonna need to put in two new headers, other than the IO stream that we always need. And those two headers are gonna be string, because we're gonna have to deal with strings, and then the other one is gonna be a CSTD library. So we can go ahead and get started. So we'll include our most basic IO stream, and then we need to do the we need to do string, and then we need to do and then for our last one is CSTD library. Perfect. So now that we have those, we can go ahead and get started. So the first thing, well, actually, we need the using namespace, because we like to do this format. Perfect. So we can go ahead, and we actually need to initialize some things. So first thing we need to do is string name, because we're gonna have to do some name for a patient's name. We're gonna need to do so for BMI you need height. So you also need weight. And then we're gonna do one that's gonna calculate the very end, which is our BMI, and that will be another double. So of course we have our variable, and it's named name. We have three more, which are just doubles, which of course which means if you just did an initial, all that means is you could do single numbers. Like, it doesn't matter how long it is, but you can only do singles. You cannot do a decimal, and that's what a double is there for. A double is going to, if you need to enter in decimals, you can do it. Alright, next we are going to create a while loop, and this is basically going to allow the user to enter exit at any point in time, and if he does, then it's going to exit out the program. So as long as name does not equal, we'll just do exit. Go ahead and do cout, and we'll go ahead and do please enter yeah, we'll just do first name. Alright, and then we need to add some inlines in here as normal. So now we can do name. So now the user is going to be able to enter in the patient's name. Next we need please enter, and then this is where it's going to get fun. So from here we're going to do name, because it's going to say please enter blah, 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 whoever's name that is. And then we're going to do here, and then we're going to do weight. We'll do weight first. Weight in pounds. And we need an inline here. And now we can do our weight. Now we need to do our height. So please enter. And the reason why I'm adding spaces at the end of these is because when it prompts up, I don't want the user to have to enter the name immediately right after the R, because then it would look weird. We want to, you know, make it look clean and nice. So then, oops, height in, we'll do inches. All right, perfect. And now we can go ahead and do height. Perfect. So now that we have all the basic stuff, we can go ahead and see out everything. So we can do patients. We can do name, and then it's going to print out their name. And we have to do some inlines. And then now what we can do is we can actually copy this and paste it for their weight and height. So now we can do patient's weight, patient's height, and then we have to change these variables to the correct one, which would be their weight. And then we have to change this one to the height. All right. And then for the last one, we need to do the BMI. So this is where it's going to get fun. Patient's BMI. We can go ahead and do patient's BMI, and then we'll just do BMI. Alright, oops. Perfect. So, and actually in order to do this though, we can't do the BMI just yet. We actually have to do the correct format, which is actually going to be, so I looked up the correct thing on how to do it. So it's 703. We'll do times the weight divided by, we need more parentheses so the thing doesn't get confused like a calculator. Oh my goodness. Okay. Height times that by height. Perfect. End line. Okay. So now what we could go ahead and do, if we actually went ahead and kind of just commented this out real quick, we could probably go ahead and actually run this and just test it real quick. It's always good to do some tests before you do it. So enter person's first name. So I'll do mine. So I'll do Paul. And then see, now it says please enter Paul's weight in so I'll just do 150, and then we'll go ahead in inches. I'm just gonna go ahead and say 70. All right, and boom. So it went ahead and did all of that, and then it's gonna keep going. So it's basically allowing you to do it as many times as you want. So which is nice. So now, as soon as you enter and exit, you see, there we go. Exit, boom. So it doesn't need to be capitalized actually. So if we went ahead and started it, and we entered an exit, and then exit See, now it's all like weird. So what we can do, exit. Oh, well, it's also because we don't have the thing finally put in the at the very end if the name. But anyway, let's go ahead and get rid of this comment. So now we can go ahead and start making our if statements. So if this is where it's gonna get fun. You ready? So two parentheses. So we need 703. Same thing as this actually. So what we can do is let's just go ahead and get all this in here. Boom. Perfect. So now that we have this though, we need is less than or equal to 18.5. Then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna say oh, I'm sorry. We're gonna go ahead and do the name of the patient, and then we're gonna say is underweight. And we're gonna inline that. Perfect. It's perfect. So now what we can do is we can copy this, and we're gonna do it one more time, except on here, we're gonna do normal. So it has to be, so is greater than 18.5. Now we could do and to like keep going because we need to add another one, but I'm gonna do two and samples, which is the same thing as just saying and. It's just like a fancier way of doing it. And then we basically need to do the exact same thing over here, which is just 703 times weight divided by height, and then multiply it by height. Now we can go ahead and say but is less than or equal to 24.9. Close that off of the parentheses. So what we have here is if once it calculates it, if it equals, if it's less than or equal to 18.5, then the patient is underweight. But if it is greater than 18.5 and basically and less than 24.9, then it will say that it is normal. So we can copy this one because we're gonna need this one again and paste that, and in this one we're gonna say is overweight, and instead of this one we're gonna say is greater than 25, and then on this one we're gonna say is less than or equal to 29.9. So now we can copy this and paste it one more time, and then this one is gonna be the obese, and this one's gonna be greater than 30. And then actually, you know what, so what we can do is get rid of that. Boom. Because that's all we need is greater than 30. So anything greater than 30 is obese. Perfect. So now we can go ahead and start without debugging. Build this. Enter person's name. So Paul. 150. And then height in inches. I'll just say 70 again. And boom. So it does my name, my weight, my height, and then my calculated BMI, which is a 21.5, which is normal. So there's a little weird thing right there. So I need to add a, and then I can go ahead and hit exit, and it will go ahead and do that. So anyway, where is it? I need to add spaces in between these. Yeah, it's just before it. So I need to add. Okay. So I'm going to add one more if statement because it's been acting a little weird. So if name does equal exit, then we're going to go ahead and do a system believe it's a quit. Okay, I believe it's a quit. Let's go ahead and alright. So if I go ahead and say exit, looks like it'll do that. Quit is not. Oh, I'm so stupid. It's just an exit. Okay. So if I go ahead and say exit, and exit. Alright, boom. It'll exit. Perfect, guys. So this is all you need right here for a BMI calculator. I really hope y'all enjoyed today's video. If you have any questions, or if I went too fast maybe, or I didn't cover anything, let me know and I can get back to you. Alright guys, well I hope you've enjoyed today's video and y'all have a great rest of your day.